Hi, Angel. All right, I'm going to do your 30-minute spiritual healing now. So, we're going to be looking at different things here, opening up your spiritual abilities, your third eye. You want to explore gifts of clairvoyance and clairaudience. You have some background experiences with being a child and having fears of ghosts in the dark, and you feel you may have blocked these abilities, but you really want to awaken to being an expression of an earth angel so you can help others. Also, fears of romantic relationships because you have a fear of rejection. So, and then just anything Spirit wants to share. All right, I think I'm ready. I'm just going to relax and then we'll connect with you, okay? Let's see. Interesting. I feel like I'm traveling from way up high and going down to you. I feel like I have angel wings and I'm flying down to you. I feel like there's angel wings all over the place. Like we all have angel wings. I'm trying to get to your head here, this area of your head here. I'm inspecting your head. Let's see. I see that you too have angel wings. There is a question here. Did you forget that you had angel wings? If you have angel wings, what does that mean? If you're an angel, what does that mean? Do you feel that you are an angel or do you feel that you are a human? If you are a human but feel very deeply in your heart that you are an angel, then it is time to align with who and what you truly are. Are you a human or are you an angel? It is okay to step forward and spread your wings and show us who and what you are. It's important. It's important that you align with your true identity. You've already emphasized it. Now align with it. There is an exploration of your head as though it's made out of springs and gears, and I'm like opening up a little compartment, goes boing, like the springs are, it's like some silly cartoon where you got like some guy working on some mechanical thing and then you got springs popping out all over the place. There's something like that. There's some silly aspects to it because I'm trying to fix your head as though the gears are not in the right alignment. The reality is they always are in the right alignment. The hardest part about developing your psychic abilities is realizing you already are psychic and getting the head out of the way. It's like getting the human mind out of the way, because the human mind is going to do everything to make sure that you feel like you aren't hearing them correctly. You feel like you aren't understanding correctly. You just haven't figured out what the difference is between what is a spirit, what is an angel, what is a alien being, what is a human thought. There's different categories of energetic thoughts, and they all have different feelings associated with them. So part of it is you just have to train yourself to sense what is a human thought versus spiritual thought versus, so on and so forth. And so me doing this work on your head, it's sort of like, this is silly. Your head is fine. There's something about this reflection where you feel like you need something fixed in here. But I'm going to go with it, okay? I'm going to close my eyes and we're going to examine this further. I'm specifically on the side, opening a compartment here, and then spring go boing like that. And I was looking here, opening a compartment with my little, screwdriver or something. I'm doing something here. It has to do with, I'm seeing you, right? I see these compartments sort of open up here. But there's some sort of energy I'm pulling up and out of you. It's just disconnecting two reflections of energy. When one is who you think you are, the other is who you are as a infinite reflection. So I am pulling that out. This is a big deal. It's such a big deal. I'm so excited that I'm trying to slow down enough to get back to where it was here. I see this part of you with the flaps open more of a mechanical version of a human being going through the routine of a day, I see the infinite part of you actually has some sort of, it's like a balloon that hasn't been blown up yet. So there's something flappy about you. But you're sparkling. You have quite a big smile on your face. I'm going to close my eyes. I want to do some different things and then I'll tell you what happens, okay? Okay, I'm supposed to start describing. So I flap this sort of spiritual side and then it comes out of my hands. It starts blowing away in the wind. I'm in a dark scene and it's extremely windy and this part of you is getting lost in the wind and I'm like a child trying to run after you or chase you to catch you again. Like, oh, I just lost my homework for school. I gotta run and get it, and it just keeps getting further and further away. No matter how fast I go, I can't seem to catch up with it. The wind has captured you and the wind is blowing you away. I'm worried that you're going to get blown into a tree and you're going to be too high up in the branches that I won't be able to get you down like a kite. Again, child that loses something to the wind and it feels like there's nothing left that you can do to get this back. You just have to let it go or accept. There's also a sensation of feeling small in a big world in that you can't control the wind. And you can't control that sometimes you are clumsy or whatever. It's okay. So we all do stuff like this, It's sort of like tripping up the stairs. Just like, why did I do that? I don't know. Sometimes we do that. So it's like you're a kid and you lose something that you love. Your kite gets stuck in a tree and you just feel bewildered by the world, You can't get the kite out. It's like a huge learning experience for a child. And so that's the feeling of this. It's feeling bewildered and then really wanting to get this back but not able to catch up with it. The wind is carrying it. The wind is in control. Nothing you do is helping you get back to it. So I'm looking at it caught in a really dark tree that has no leaves and the branches are all dark and it's still you smiling and you have a sparkly glow. And it's not as if you're made out of fabric, but you kind of are. I don't know how to describe the way you're deflated, though. You're not a full body. You're just deflated is what you look like. But there's something pretty and sort of liquidy about the way you look. Anyway, you're you're caught in branches of a black tree, basically. It has no leaves on it. And there's just a little child on the ground jumping, trying to reach, and it's not even close. They're not going to be able to get up there. There's inspirations of ideas, ways to come up with a solution to being too small. There's an idea to create a ladder that will help you can climb to get up there and retrieve yourself. This is important because in this reality, what do we do what does that mean to get yourself back? What does that mean exactly? In this scenario, we are starting with, the best solution is I'm going to have to work at it. I'm going to have to try to get myself back. Maybe you are yourself all along. Maybe it was an illusion that you had lost yourself when you'd already had yourself the whole time. But now you're having to do work to get yourself back. So you have to ask yourself, where is the line of illusion? When it comes the day when I can just open my eyes, smile, and I say, I am myself. I had me all along, and now watch as this reflection of you actually vanishes from the tree and now is you smiling back at you when you look in the mirror. But they're wanting me to continue to move on with this scene. So you are a child and it's a sunny day now and you are putting in effort to find a means to get into the really tall tree branches. You've built sort of a ladder to climb up the tree, but it's still hard for you to get up the branches, so you made an actual step ladder. This was just attempt one. It wasn't really professionally done, it's just you're a kid trying to figure out how to get in a tree. This ladder is something like you would get at a hardware store. It's a really nice ladder. You're climbing up and you're trying to get into this top branch. You're not quite tall enough to do it. And when you look down, you're like, whoa, I'm really high up. This is kind of scary. And this ladder is just about 2 feet too short from the top branch. You're really wobbly and you're feeling disoriented and overwhelmed. There's some sort of metal hook now you have in your hand, and you're pulling it up, and sort of the hooked part goes around the branch, and you're hanging from it and swinging back and forth. Like you might be able to use this to just kind of pull yourself up and then get on top of the first branch. I mean, it feels like life and death. It feels like a life or death thing. You are ignoring the reality that you could die from this, and you are just going to keep trying. But it's almost like it's okay to just let this go for a while. You get to the top branch here, and you're relaxing. You feel disoriented, exhausted, overwhelmed from all the efforts that it has taken to get you to this point, and even to sort of face the reality that you're really high up, and if you fell, you were going to die kind of thing, or you break your legs or whatever. You're regaining strength. You're actually kind of going over a little bit, and you're standing up while you're sort of touching this other branch. This tree is extremely tall, and the branches are really high up. The first branches are. And where this is caught is really, really high up. And the branches can be awkward too, as you're trying to climb from one to the next to try to get to a branch that'll take you to where that is caught. I'm watching you working at this. I'm examining the way you feel. I am seeing that you are triumphant in this moment. You've actually captured it. You're holding it. It's like a baby blanket, and you're snuggling it to say, I did it. I finally did it. I did it. After all of this hard work, I managed to get myself back. This is important. It looks like a shirt or something, but with the head and the arms and the legs and everything, it's like a bodysuit. And it's cute. I mean, it's totally, it's not fabric, but it's like liquid or something. Anyway, you're doing this on your cheek. It's like a baby blanket thing. And now you realize that you're still a child, but it's longer than you are. If you put it on, it's just going to be flappy still, and it's just too long. How do you put it on? How do you put on yourself? You're examining this now from the very top of the tree. You're putting it on your head and your shoulders. It's really too long for your arms and your hands. They're saying you'll have to grow some so that you can grow into yourself, right? You're a child, and you look up into where that voice was coming from, sort of from the sky, or like God talking to you. And you're smiling, you're saying, yeah, I need to grow up now and grow into myself. I'm going to be a big person. It's like being a kid and wanting to be, able to drive a car already, or work at a real job like mom and dad, or whatever it might be. There's something about this moment, and you want to grow up and be a big person now. Everything is fading out as you're sitting in the tree with yourself. It's not as if you're climbing down. A decision was made, and then it's just everything feels like it's fading out. Time passing is the only way I could describe it. Seeing the tree and the sun going up and going down, the child's not in the tree. I still see this part of you stuck up there, and it looks way weathered now. Way more weathered. Like a shirt that had been in a tree for 20 years is tattered and dirty, and it just looks like you're weathered and forgotten about. A long-lost treasure. There's a sensation of grief or sadness. There's a sensation of emptiness. Even the tree felt happy to have this little person interacting with it and trying to solve a problem to get in the top of the branches. Even the tree was helping the child learn how to accomplish its goal. Even the tree feels alone. The tree wonders if this child will ever come back, even once it's grown up, like it had decided. The tree actually misses this young child. It feels like everything is forgotten. The tree is thinking back to the child's success and then even trying to put on the self that was too big. The tree is showing that it is shedding a tear. The tear is going down to Mother Earth now, into the ground. The tree is speaking with other parts of creation. Its tear enters the ground, and the ground seems to speak with everywhere. Every plant, every flower, every grass blade, every particle of soil, all the crystals, everything is communicating instantly. Everything notices the tree had a tear that it shed, and now there is a lot of commotion or communication about what this means or what can we do. Nature is not wanting this part of its reflection to feel sadness. There is it's sort of like an odd tunnel of electricity just under the surface of the ground that is communicating with everything. Everything that is plant life, grasses, trees, flowers, bushes, everything that is plant life is communicating. But it feels like the soil itself is communicating. It feels like even rocks can understand. We are seeing you now, and you are looking at me with this pocket open and this pocket open on the side, and you have shed a tear as well, just like the tree. You feel like you're broken and it will never fix itself. You are like a puppet or a doll that needs the toy maker to fix you. It's like God. It's sort of like a human being needs a human being who wants to have these abilities, or there's a God in human, there's spirit in human, or spirit in physical, but a toy needs the toy maker, the creator. Human needs the creator. Tree needs Mother Earth. There's something about this here. As I'm watching you as this sort of mechanical person, wanting the toy maker to come to fix your head or your sensory abilities is showing up in the head. You feel like you were left on the shelf and forgotten about yourself. Everything's quiet and it's distant and it's lonely. It's painfully lonely. It's empty. It feels like emptiness. I want to do something to help, but they're not letting me alter anything right now or say anything else. I have to just wait and allow this to cycle through. You literally are in a cabinet and you are alone. And the door is shut and it's like the store closed and nobody's been in there for 100 years or something like that. Totally forgotten about. Even dusting and sort of withering away. This kind of reminds me of I think it was Kafka, a story about a cockroach sort of a boy that sort of transforms into a cockroach and just starts living in a back room and collecting dust, and everybody forgets about him and just feels like he's gross. There's something that story gave me the same feeling of just sadness, of loneliness, of emptiness, of being people and love and that sort of care just turning away from you and you just feeling all alone. I'm telling you, it's really rumbling with this empty feeling. I can't change it. I have to allow it to continue to speak. They're letting me manifest here now, and I'm opening the cabinet, and I'm able to take you out and hold you. They're saying, please do not see yourself as broken. You're not broken. You're absolutely not broken. Do you remember when you were triumphant? There's some part of you that was triumphant. It worked really, really, really hard at it. Something along the way was forgotten. But guess what? You had it all along. You're just trying to grow into it all along, do you know? You had it all along and you realized you just needed to grow into it more. Now you're grown and now you're ready for it to be a part of you, for you to acknowledge that it was a part of you all along. I'm touching your head and I am putting energy into here for you. It's just traveling into your head and it's creating it's just getting rid of springs and everything is going away that looks mechanical. It's just turning your head into energy right now and it's got a reddish hue or glow to it. So that's what's happening right now. I'm looking into your eyes as I'm continuing to channel energy here. I am now allowed to put this hand over here, so my eye here over your third eye here, and then this hand is still here on the side, and I am doing sort of looking into you, okay? I am helping you to feel no longer mechanical or like a toy. I'm turning you into a real person. There's a red light that is shining and in motion from this. I feel you growing. You're not a little doll now on a shelf. You're growing into your body now. You are growing to be a normal tall person, like an adult-sized person with a real body. What helped Pinocchio become a real boy? Love did, and dreams. Dreams and love. You two are becoming real through dreams and love. You're growing into yourself now. They're allowing me to return what was lost to you. It is going down from the top of your head and down into your body, and you're stretching your arms out and you're stretching your legs, and it is part of you now. You're blended with it. You're a perfect size. You're both in oneness with each other. As that happens, you notice your angel wings. You see with your eyes, and you see into the light of all. You see into a spirit realm that is full of love surrounding you. There's an energy that goes around your reflection. It's sort of like a fly that is like a really small thin line of energy that goes like this all the way around you. It's just a little bead or something, and then it creates a line, but then it's showing me that even more energy is just circling around you like that. You're seeing the spirit realm, but you're also seeing your reflection in a mirror, and the spirit realm, you see the spirit realm in front of you with your eyes. But you look in your mirror and you see who and what you truly are, and then reflected behind you from the mirror is the spirit realm, and everybody is smiling. Lots and lots of smiling faces. Literally, take a circle, two eyes, and a smile. Lots of these. And they're sort of blended with some creamier energy. There's some browns in there too, and then some whites as well. And then there's red. There's red. It's red, but it has some brown hues to it too. And you are glowing with white light and some golden flecks as well. You're filling with so much light energy. It's coming from within you and then shining out from you. You feel it behind you and in front of you. Love. It is a reflection of yourself, who and what you truly are. You are looking into the mirror, seeing who and what you truly are. What reflects back is so much happiness and so much love. What reflects back is a spiritual reflection too. It's important. It's important that you see this. There is love around you constantly. You are ready to let go of an anchor of energy that's been holding you down or holding you back. This anchor releasing is allowing you to be free to move like a boat. You pull up the anchor and now the boat can move in whichever direction it wants, just like you can now. You feel that freedom. They're showing me the tree is growing leaves now. The tree feels healed. They're showing me all of the memories the tree has of everything that has happened up until this point. It feels full of love and full of energy. And now it can grow leaves too. And there's sunlight here, and it's so pleasant. It's a big tree. It's very tall. It's very rooted and connected with creation energy, Mother Earth, divine feminine energy. It knows that it can shed a tear, and infinite numbers of consciousnesses hear it and want to help tend to its wound and help it feel better. Just like when you feel lost or sad and you shed a tear, infinite consciousnesses of love are instantly wanting to dry the tear from your eye, helping you through this thing. They're showing me you've got beautiful curly hair. I mean, it's like rolled. It's like you're preparing yourself for a play, to be a part of a play or something, and you're putting on lipstick. You're in a robe, but underneath it is a really pretty gown or dress. It's not particularly fancy, but it's sort of simplistic but elegant. You are looking at your reflection in the mirror. You look like a human being. You are smiling, and then you see the illusion, the sort of reality that you have these angel wings. You're actually seeing them in the mirror reflecting back. And you know, you are seeing the human world, you're seeing a spiritual realm. And you're filled with love and happiness. You're shining. You're a shining star. This is something like you're the star of the show kind of thing, but it really is emphasizing all of this love and praise and just celebration and joy for this accomplishment. You're the shining star. And it's so worthy. You're so worthy and deserving of all of this. I'm just watching. You're taking the robe off, and underneath is a red dress. And it's got some sort of... I don't know how to describe the fabric of it. It's softer and it's loose, fitted. Kind of like... I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I'm just watching you right now. Because there's something about this red color that is creating a red vapor of energy that is even blending in with your wings. So what are white feathers also have some red in them too. And it's really rosy, sort of really love energy. It's really pretty. Because I don't see angels with red tipped wings or anything like that. There's golden energy though too. You are bright. You are golden. You are full of some... It's coming out of here. This golden energy is coming in sort of lines coming out of here. And then you have these wings that are white, but they have some red in them too. You're wearing a red dress. It's really soft and is sort of loose. It's like a tank top here. And then it's got some sort of... I don't know, something that's just up here, and then it flows out from there. It's really pretty. You're just in a meditation. You're not inspired to move to the star of the show sort of position right now. You're just taking in the moment and just being happy. You feel like yourself. You're still sitting here and just smiling. Now you are sort of looking down and then in a thought. You are thinking about something. You are inspired to make a move. This is more serious in thought. You're getting something out of a backpack. It's something black. Something you're ready to let go of, you say. It's literally some sort of dark old energy. I don't know if it's black birds or it's a black blanket or what it is, but it has a resemblance or it has something to do with the old. Negative energy. You're closing the backpack up and you're saying, I do not need this anymore. You're ready for it to be given back to heaven. I am allowing it to return to the light. You feel a weight lifted now that this has been done. You're very thankful, you say. We give each other a hug. Everything feels right now. Everything feels in balance. You feel in balance, you say. There is a contemplation or a discussion about life and development and moving from one experience into the next. And you're ready for this in your life. That's what you say. You're ready for this curriculum. You're ready to grow. You're ready to move forward. You seem to know or get it in a way that you weren't quite able to before. So that's what's happening. All right, Angel, I'm disconnecting here from the work. It was really fun to watch it all. I'm just disconnecting more from the work. So thank you very much for this experience. I really, really want the best for you. I really want you to attain that balance and clarity that you have. You really do have it. And I hope this work helps you to feel connected with that awareness, so you can start growing and building upon it. Because you can do this thing. You really can. You can do leaps and bounds with this. You have to know that you're a part of heaven. Heaven is a part of you. And there's only love, and more experiences of joy to be gained from this. So is all I can share for right now. So thank you for this experience and for your willingness to share this openly on YouTube for us all to learn from you. And for those of you watching, if you're interested in spiritual healing or a psychic reading with me, please visit my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching.